Come on, stand up. You gotta clean your face. You gotta clean your face. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You not standing? Just waiting on some people to come in. Hello, hello, hello. Man, it's still the holiday weekend. We still holidaying. Everybody was blasting off all kind of stuff last night. It was popping. Oh, you know what that meant. Such a good girl. Oh, yeah. Such a good girl. Hello, hello, hello. Just letting the algorithm catch up. They need to know what we doing. So, getting them time, getting them a chance to get y'all in. If y'all are available today, I know it's Sunday. Might be at church. Might be doing anything. Might be tired from the holiday yesterday. So, we got a great show today. And we got a beautiful co-host right here. She's the co-host with the most. This is Susie Spaniard. We're just doing a little work. It's hot out here. Heat advisory, everybody. Heat advisory. Understand that you need to be hydrated, and you don't need to be out in this stuff. If you older, you don't need to be out in this stuff, direct sunlight for too long, even if you got this melanin, because it's drying you out. Heat advisory. Take the advisement. Me, I be out here. I'm used to it. That don't mean I'm not hot. It's hot in the shade on this porch right now. But we gonna handle it. We gonna get this show in, and we gonna smile and share that smile with you. We gonna give you good things to think about with this upcoming week, because you need good things to think about. You need to make some good changes for yourself. So if nobody gives you good positive things to think about, then how you gonna make those changes? Hey, I'm just asking for a friend. This is my friend I'm asking for. This is my, oh girl, this is my friend I'm asking for. Now you can't be trying to eat because you already ate. You might want some ice. Good girl. Right there. That's a good girl. So let's get started. Hello everyone. What if the greatest thing holding you back isn't your circumstances? It's the story you keep telling yourself about them. Introduce positivity as a decision rather than denial, and explain today's objective. Ha! I'm going to introduce positivity as a decision, not at, rather than denial. That's how we working it today. You got to be positive about everything you do. Now, when you research things, then you can be positive that you know the answer. But positivity is energy. You gotta have that. If you negative all the time, if you allow negative people to be around, if you allow negative things to go on, it just kills your day. You gotta smile. You gotta love yourself. It's all about positivity. When you're positive with your dog, with your cat, you bring things out that you never could have existed. You never thought could have existed. They're happy, you're happy. They feed off your energy. My energy goes down this connection right now, right into the dog. You got to pour positive energy into the dog. And that's where positivity starts. Animals don't survive because they think positive. They survive because they respond positively to adversity. Animals respond. You got to start responding with positive energy, though. I know people come around with the neg. I know they give you stupid things to do. They tell you, well, do it like this. It's going to work like this. That ain't all the time how it's going to work. That's not all the time. So today is the power of positivity. And that's our topic today. Today we're going to bring you positive things. Now, I don't know about the news. We're going to try to keep the news as positive as we can make it. But what is positively really? Real positivity is choosing responses that move you forward. not pretending problems don't exist. A wolf misses hunts, adapts, and then tries again. They miss, they hunt, they adapt, they try again. They're not going to stop. They're positive about one thing: they got to eat. And that's not a negative thing. It's never going to be a negative thing. You got to eat. How you go about eating can be negative because people say it all the time: I got to eat. I do what I got to do. I take from my. Don't drift off into the negative side of things. Yeah, you got to eat. And you want all the food and the money and the riches and whatever you're looking for. But don't drift off to the side where it's going to be negative, because that's not where you want your outcomes to be. When you're dealing with your dog, you got to use positive energy. You got to have positivity on your team to get this. You see this happy girl right here? That's what you want. Whether it's a big dog, small dog, medium dog, fat dog, thin dog, whatever you got. You want this with your cat. And sometimes cats don't like to be bothered. That's what you chose. Some people, they'll tell you, I'm a cat person. I understand. I grew up with cats. It's cool. But sometimes they don't want to be bothered. And when you go and interject yourself into their world, they get a little scratchy. They get a little bitey. Sometimes they just come up and grab you and bite you just because. That's how they play. But it's up to you. I was raised with positivity all around me. The old people that raised me, hey, they kept it positive. They didn't bring no negative. And, you know, my grandmother had a saying: if you don't have anything positive to say, don't say anything at all. She lived by that. So when something really got on her nerves, she stayed silent because she didn't want to bring that negative to the table, and neither should you. I do my best. Now, sometimes people be tripping hard enough to turn me up, but I try to stay down. I try not to let them turn me up, because it's no reason to bring any more negativity to this world. It's enough out here. You got people that thrive off that, and that's all they're doing. They say they got a no-kill shelter, but the animals steady dying. They say they're doing something for the community, but they take the money and go do something else. You gotta understand that everybody that says they're positive is not really positive. But if you stay silent and observe, you'll start to see. Every minister at every church is not positive. Even if they reading out the Bible and everything, that doesn't make them positive. That doesn't make them negative. Their actions is what changes it. Anybody in authority, such as the boss, a leader, the police, they can be extremely positive, or they can be the opposite of that. It's up to them. So we're going to make it up to you today. If you can hear me talking, if you can see my smile, if you know that I come here for good intentions, use that positive energy to change yourself. Make sure you're having a great life. Handle your animals with positive intentions. Get up, sing, smile, laugh, enjoy yourself, and share that with the animals that you've captured and you have up in your house. When you go outside, if you got a dog chained up outside, go outside with good energy. Just don't, oh, I gotta go feed this dog. That ain't how we doing it. Because if you're using that, it's in you. And you don't need that to be in you. Positivity doesn't change the facts. It changes what you do with the facts. So the facts are going to be the facts. But how you handle that, what you do with them, yeah, somebody told you something and it made you mad. You don't got to take that mad anywhere further than right here. You can lose that mad and keep on moving. That's how this works. Or not. But I'm telling you, it's entirely up to you. And the content of your character will prove whether you're going to use it for some happy things or you're going to use it to be mean. It is what it is. What story are you telling yourself when it comes down to positive and negative things? When it comes down to workable things? Me showing you the thumb through the loop and how to handle the leash is a positive thing, because a lot of people don't know how to do it and they come up with things on their own. I gotta share this. It's a gift, and it's a positive gift. You can get all kind of negative things, but why? Why use them? Why? Why keep it? What action will you take today to interject positivity in your life and in somebody else's? Will you share your smile? Will you share the love? What you got going on today? I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to help you out with living things. Say you're a living thing. Yo, this is about humans and animals. We talk about the plants, but I gotta get one of those things that I can connect to the plants so I can hear the music they play. Oh man, that's awesome. You ever heard a flower sing? You can, but you gotta get the right device so you can hear it. And if you don't believe that those devices are really playing the plant music, that's on you. I don't know what I believe, but I like the idea of it. That when you connect something to a plant, you get to hear that energy coming out, and it's always upbeat and happy. It's always beautiful, and you should be too. Why do some people naturally think negative? Hey, it's their environment that shapes their expectations. Choose influences that build resilience because your environment is one thing, but if you carrying this love around in your heart, then you're not gonna hit the kids, then you're not gonna hit the dog. You're not teaching them a lesson. You're teaching these things that you can become violent at any time, even if you're screaming and hollering and cussing. That's verbal violence at any time, and what that creates is fear, and fear is not a positive thing. When you make fear on purpose, that is a negative action. And that's something you're doing to yourself. Right, Toots? Yeah, girl. I know you want to go. I know you want to go, but we're going to stay for a little while today. Sit. You're going to be my co host with the most so we can get this done. Thank you for the love. I love y'all too. Young animals mirror the confidence or the fear of the group. So when you got young things around you, if you always afraid, if you always running, if you always, I used to have my snake around my neck. He wasn't that big in the beginning, but he grew larger and larger as time went on, as I fed him and took care of him. But children would come up and want to touch. And it was okay for them to touch it because I was going to show them how to touch it. I was going to show them how it works. And sometimes they wanted to hold it. But then you get these adults that are, what are you doing here? Don't chew on your ear. See? You get these adults that are afraid of snakes or just afraid of life. And, oh, no, don't touch that. Hi, it's a snake. And when the children see that, you just made their environment an environment of fear. And you made them afraid of something that they didn't necessarily have to be afraid of. Maybe cautious, maybe smart, but not afraid. You can't keep passing this down from person to person because fear, it has a negative reaction. And we want to be cautious. We want to be calm, confident, and consistent, not fearful. Don't use the fear because fear changes the game. Your environment teaches your expectations. What story are you telling yourself because of the environment you put yourself into? If you got a friend down that's always negative, why would you keep going around them? Friend, family member, at your job, if you know that when you talk to someone, they always have a negative response, why talk to them? We don't know how to be silent anymore. We don't know how to get the job done and stay within ourselves. You can do it. You're not compelled to speak and interact with anybody that's on that negative. And if they approach, you can back your way out of there. You can get up out of there. But the thing about it is, once you get away from the negative, don't come back. If you come back, that means, oh, I think you like it. Yeah, I think you like it. Don't be liking that negative. Whether it's handling your animal, being around family, friends, whatever. They're not good family and friends if they're negative. Believe me, I know. I got some folks that's always on a downer, and I don't want to be on a downer, so we got to stay up. Which brings us to the news for today. Since we're going to stay up, we might as well find out what's going on with the animals today. That's what our news segment is. A 3-year-old boy undergoes fifth surgery after crocodile zoo attack. People, when you go somewhere where there's animals, water, um, anything like that, be conscious of that. If you're an adult, you got to keep up with the children. You can't let them creep up next to an animal. You can't let them be in danger. Last night, lots of fireworks were going off. Hopefully, people had their kids back. They weren't letting their children light fireworks and do all the rest of the things. But a 3-year-old boy continues to recover after undergoing 5 surgeries following an incident which he was allegedly thrown into a crocodile enclosure at a zoo in Cambridgeshire, England. Authorities say additional surgeries are expected as police continue investigating the incident. Zoo staff responded immediately, preventing even more serious injuries. Are you kidding me? Somebody threw a child into an enclosure. No out! They threw a child into an enclosure with alligators. No, crocodiles. Alligators' cousins. Why would someone do that? Why would they throw a child into an enclosure with crocodiles? That's that negative energy I'm talking about. Stay away from them kind of people. They're not healthy for themselves, nor are they healthy for you, your children, your animals, or anything else. Positivity is what we're working on, and that ain't a positive thing. Maine couple saves moose calf from charging black bear. Okay, what began as a fishing trip, no out, down, good girl, turned into a dramatic wildlife rescue when a Maine couple witnessed a black bear chasing a young moose calf down a remote road. They minding that moose business now. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's not. I'm not here to judge. The driver placed his truck between the bear and the calf, allowing the young moose a chance to escape. The calf was later reunited with its mother. That's touching. That's awesome. That bear was hungry too. You took that bear's food away and you saved a life. Okay, we're gonna move on. Arizona wildlife team rescues coyote pup covered in hundreds of cactus spines. Wildlife rehabilitations in Arizona successfully treated a young coyote discovered with hundreds of cactus spines embedded throughout his face and body. After emergency veterinarian care, the pup is recovering and is expected to be released back into the wild. Positive. They saw a wounded animal, they took him in, they got the veterinarians in there, they pulled them spines out, they saved him because he wasn't going to never get them spines out. He don't have no hands. No way anything was going to get them spines out that pup. But human beings. Okay. France's record heat wave pushes wildlife rescue centers to their limits. France got a record heat wave too. It's just hot out here, y'all. Everywhere you go, the heat is up on us. Wildlife rescue organizations across France are reporting unprecedented numbers of birds, bats, hedgehogs, and other animals suffering from extreme heat. Several rehabilitation centers say they have reached capacity as prolonged high temperatures continue affecting wildlife. I can dig it. It's hot. It's extremely hot. Artificial intelligence gives scientists a new way to track endangered wildlife. Researchers have developed an artificial intelligence system capable of identifying individual leopards and hyenas from thousands of camera trap photographs, scientists believe the technology will improve conservation efforts by allowing endangered wildlife populations to be monitored more accurately. Okay, they all in their business, but okay, they in their business. San Francisco Zoo opens new dinosaur experience. The San Francisco Zoo has opened a 5-acre attraction featuring 21 life-size animatronic dinosaurs. Zoo officials say some resident animals initially reacted to a realistic movement displays, creating an unexpected behavioral change during the exhibit's opening. Yeah, you put these big old dinosaur looking things moving around, and the other animals like, oh, what's this predator that y'all just put in here? What's going on? Yeah, they didn't like that. And that's our Animals Today news segment. What I want to ask of y'all while we have this pause is that you subscribe, like, follow, share, and just love yourself. If you want to help this show, $masterct is the cash app. Support the show. Hey, we'll love your support. We want to keep it free and we want to move forward. People that like animals that you know of, let them know. Tell them to subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on TikTok. Bring them in so they can get some help. If you put it in the comments, I respond. If you got questions to ask, I respond. It's not just about dog training, even though I do have a dog with me, and we working right now. This is called work. She's working right now. This is about life and this environment and the experience that we have out here. And you got to love it because that's what this is. Can positivity actually change your future? Yeah, we back at it. Can positivity actually change your future? I think it can. But who am I? I'm just Master Christian coming at you. Optimism helps people recognize opportunities and stay persistent. And you want to be optimistic. Everything, it can't continue to be bad. It can't continue to be negative. You got to bring that positive energy with you. You got to just bring everything up to the levels that you feel like you need them at, and then take them up higher, because we want the highest percentages of success. That's what we're looking for, everybody. You want the most money, that's your highest percentage of success. You want the most love, highest percentage of success. And it doesn't start right now. It starts with actions and progression and positive energy. Bring it to the table, sit down with it, and share it with everybody else. You'll be better for it. Even if they're not receiving it, you are a beacon and a light. Be that light. Bird rebuilds nest after storm instead of waiting on perfect conditions. Birds rebuilt them nests because the storm came and tore them down. They don't got time to be trying to say, well, let's wait till the sun comes out again or whatever. They need a nest. You got to put forward what needs to be done, and then you'll get it done. That's how this works. Positive people stay in the game longer. Yeah, because negative people quit. I know people that play basketball, collegiate basketball, and because the coach is on them or the coach sets them down on the bench or something, they quit the team. The people that were being positive that they were getting playtime, they stay in the game longer. The people that's positive when they go to work, they stay at work longer. Now, I'm not saying that it's not pitfalls at work, but hey, you got to be positive about everything. If you want to fix your relationship with your animals, you need to be positive about that. You need to know you can do it and take your time, learn some things, find someone that knows that's going to tell you some things. It's a lot of phonies out here. Somebody asked me about a trainer yesterday and said, you know, You know about this trainer? I said, yeah, I know him. They old time trainer. They said they still cheating people out of money out here. I'm not gonna tell you who. I'm just gonna say some people's methods are all about money. And that's all I got to say about that. They're gonna cheat you out of your money as fast as you say okay, and your money's gone, and you're not gonna get the results you're looking for. I tell you that much. And they gotta live with that. They sleep well with that. Don't be surprised. But you can be positive. It's a giant horsefly on top of the phone right now. I mean, so big. What it got to do with this live? What story are you telling yourself about the positive people or the negative people that are affecting you? Go away. You see, I touched it before it touched me. Horseflies like to bite for some reason. I don't know why you want to get on me and bite me, but you're too big to be landing on me, and I'm too big to be landing on you. That's just how we gonna work that. When does positivity become dangerous? Yeah, sometimes you can take it overboard, and this is when it becomes dangerous. Ignoring reality is denial, not positivity. Because reality, let's take the first four letters, real. And we don't need to go any further than that. Reality is real. Positivity can be inspiring, but reality is real. And if you stick your hand in that fire, you're probably going to get burned. It's just what it is. It's going to hurt. Animals balance confidence with awareness, and so can you. You must be aware. Use your focus. Use the things around you. Listen, listen, listen. Don't speak. But guy yesterday say, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. I mean, you're supposed to do twice the listening and once the talking. Sometimes you don't have to speak at all. That's how this works. Hope without awareness becomes danger. You can hope that things gonna change, but you got to be aware of how to change them in the situations. You can hope the dog don't bite. You got to be aware that it has teeth. Things with teeth have the tendency to bite. People bite too, in more than one way. They'll snap at you with their words, with their eyes, with their actions, and with their teeth. Please believe it. Whew. How do you become more positive every day? You got to want it. See, my great grandmother used to sit there and hone my spirit. She'd sing this little light of mine, sing me to sleep with it, and tell me, let my light shine till I blind the doubters. And that's why I'm here, because this is my light, and I give it to you so you can use it. Hey, it comes on tap. I can produce this light all day, every day. Now, it is exhausting when I'm around negative people, but still, I'm not going to let the darkness sit within me. I'm not going to let you use the darkness on your dogs or cats or anything. I'm going to share positive energy with you every time you meet me. And if you're doing something wrong, I'm going to tell you that's not going to be the successful way to get you where you're trying to go. But I'm not going to stop you and say, that's wrong, and you don't have time for that. People don't receive that well. You got to give people things that they can receive so you can get the outcome that you're looking for. Not just kill everything. It's not about dimming your light. It's about raising your potential. Daily habits build lasting optimism through action. Daily habits. Be on your game. Build that schedule for yourself. Build it for your animals. Help your children. Don't just tell them. Come back and make sure they're doing it the right way. You could tell anybody anything, but that's not support. That's just chatter. You want to support the actions by being there and being a friend, a mentor, a leader to everyone around you. Because children, if you don't strengthen that by repetition, then they're going to start doing it the way they feel like doing it anyway. And what's our things? Calm, confident, and consistent. It takes consistency to build children, to build animals, to build us into positive adults, grown-ups, All of that. It takes consistency, consistent positive energy. And you can do it. I believe in you. You got to be the best you can be every day. If not, you're trying to do something else. And I want to be better than I was yesterday. Yeah, I want today to be my best day, and tomorrow I want it to be my best day. And I want it to escalate every day because I'm not getting no younger. So we gotta go ahead and max it out. The quality of your future depends on the quality of your daily thoughts. Think big, think forward. Yes, baby, we're almost done. We're going to get out of here and let your light shine. I can only say that a zillion times. You were imbued with power and light. Let it shine. Don't hold back. Love yourself. Love these animals. Positivity is a choice. Choose to be positive. Your environment influences your mind state. Stay out those negative environments. Positive thinking must lead no down to positive action, or it's just positive thought. So think positive, be positive, act positive, be the best you can be. Animals adapt, learn, and move forward. We, we, and you, us, we can do the same. Your attitude will not remove every obstacle, but it will determine whether you keep moving forward. Your attitude. And at that note, I'm going to thank Susie for being out here with me. I'm going to thank you guys that stopped through on this Sunday. We still holidaying. It's still hot out here. And I'm going to tell you, be happy, be positive, love yourself. This is Control. I am Master Christian. This show was brought to you by Master Christian LLC. And I need you to follow, like, share, subscribe, support, $Master T, Master CT, the Cash App, and love yourself. Have a great day, everybody. We out. I am Master Christian. All right.